Porsche is one of the biggest names in the world when we talk about motorsport and luxury sports cars. They were designing and building iconic race winners long before Red Bull were even a company. But it seems that one thing they can't get over the line is the deal to get into Formula 1. But what does Porsche's failure to get into F1 have to do with Christian Horner's job security? And with time running out, who will Porsche turn to next to find their way in? Let's find out. Porsche and Audi's desire to enter Formula 1 has been public for over a month now. Audi has plans to take over from Sauber in running the team currently called Alfa Romeo, though they'll only carry that name for one more season, as Alfa Romeo have said they will leave the sport at the end of 2023. The Porsche deal is the one that, publicly at least, seems to be further on and likelier to happen imminently. The German sports car manufacturer was in talks with Red Bull to buy 50% of the team. During the summer break, Porsche went as far as submitting a trademark application for the word "finally," presumably as part of a marketing campaign for the team that was in the works. The one thing that everyone thought the deal hinged on was the new engine regulations for 2026. Helmut Marko even went as far as saying, "It's very simple. The VW board decision is, if the technical regulations meet the criteria, then you have the mandate to go into Formula 1. This primarily affects cost cap, sustainability, emission-free petrol, equal opportunities as a newcomer, i.e. more test bench capabilities and the like. In purely formal terms, however, these new regulations do not yet exist." This was early in the summer break and everything seemed to be moving along swiftly. But over the weekend of the Dutch GP, everything seemed to start falling apart. During the press conferences on Thursday, Christian Horner said Porsche must accept Red Bull's terms and its culture of how it goes racing, or walk away from its plans to partner with the Milton Keynes-based outfit. Apparently, the terms of the two parties' association, as imposed by Red Bull, appear to have comprised a prospective joint venture between the two companies. Red Bull is determined to retain its technical independence and function with minimal input from Porsche's engineers, and with as little corporate interference as possible from the German automobile manufacturer. They need to decide whether they want to join that party or not, Horner told the media in Zandvoort. It would have to be, as I say, within that culture of the way that we go racing. Red Bull Powertrains, the team's new engine department in Milton Keynes, has already started work on a next-generation F1 engine that will be badged under the name of any partner willing to pay for that privilege. While RBP welcomes Porsche's expertise as far as engine development is concerned, it has been made clear to the Stuttgart firm that Red Bull will maintain its operational oversight on chassis and engine integration. The original deal was apparently for 50% of the Red Bull racing team, meaning they would have a 50% say in what happened for the entire team, from the aerodynamics to the chassis engineers, everything. Red Bull aren't willing to relinquish that much control over their already successful racing team though. Christian Horner carried on to make it very clear that this was a matter of Porsche joining Red Bull, not coming in to help run the team. Red Bull Powertrains would welcome Porsche's expertise as far as engine development is concerned. It has been made clear to the Stuttgart firm that Red Bull will maintain its operational oversight on chassis and engine integration. Red Bull has always been an independent team, he said. It's been one of our strengths, it's been the backbone of what we've achieved and our ability to move quickly. It's part of the DNA of who we are. We're not a corporately operated organization, and that is one of our strengths in how we operate as a race team. That is an absolute prerequisite for the future. Christian very clearly doesn't want anyone coming in over his head trying to tell him how to run his team. Horner has headed Red Bull Racing since 2005 and has been incredibly successful during his time there. Since 2009, the team haven't finished lower than 4th in the Constructors' Championship, and assuming they win the Constructors' Championship this year, will have won 5 of the 18 seasons that Horner has been boss. Horner stressed that if Porsche walks away, the same criteria will apply to any potential manufacturer that wishes to partner with Red Bull. "I think any relationship with any manufacturer or partners would have to fit with Red Bull," he said. "We've got this new chapter, an exciting new chapter, that we're heading into on the powertrain side of the business. We've got some phenomenal talent that's joined the company. We're in good shape. Time will tell whether we embrace a partner into that program or, as the plan is at present, continue on our own." Red Bull as a company have no reason to doubt the abilities of Christian Horner. Only Toto Wolff has been a more successful team boss during Horner's time in the sport. So why would they want to be strong-armed into a situation where he has to relinquish some control he has on the team? This is thought to be a part of why the deal actually broke down between the two media companies. We've heard rumors about Christian Horner and the new deal with Porsche, well-known Dutch commentator Olaf Mol said to the media. According to our information, Horner fears that he'll be fired if Porsche takes control. That's right, it seems like a condition of Porsche coming in is that they would get to put their own team boss in place to take over the running of the team. The often praised Adrian Newey, who has almost as much control in the team as Horner, was also unhappy with the idea of losing Christian from the team, and would have departed if Porsche had come in. Apparently, Porsche would have turned to their former Le Mans boss Andreas Seidel to come in and take over the team. Whether the deal breaking down is completely on Horner and Newey, we don't know, but they definitely had a big part in it. Ralf Schumacher thinks that whatever happened behind the scenes, Red Bull made the right choice. Why should Red Bull go with Porsche anyway? They have the most complete and most independent package. If the Red Bull-Porsche deal collapses completely, the former F1 driver thinks McLaren will be back in the frame again with the best chance. Also because of Andreas Seidel. Seidel, now McLaren boss, led Porsche's Le Mans foray with incredible success. Porsche coming in would have helped massively on the financial side of business. Building a brand new engine from scratch for 2026 doesn't cost the same as Mercedes or Ferrari building an engine for 2026. They have all the staff, all the facilities, all the equipment needed to make it happen. Red Bull have to source and purchase all of that at incredible expense to themselves. From Christian Horner's statements, it seems like he's just excited to see where he can lead the team, and producing an engine is just the next big challenge for him. We have said that we will become engine manufacturers ourselves from 2026, he said. There have been discussions with Porsche, but we're very committed to building an engine, the first Red Bull engine ever. It's a new and exciting chapter for Red Bull, and whether we take a partner for the powertrain business or not is up for debate. So with Red Bull happy to continue working on its own, where does this leave Porsche? The German manufacturer has already said it doesn't want to come into the sport as a complete team. They would much rather join in partnership with an existing team. Ralf Schumacher seems to think that McLaren could be a good fit for them. McLaren's financial troubles has been all over the news for a few seasons now, as the COVID-19 pandemic put them at serious risk of going out of business. They would likely welcome the injection of cash that a partnership with a brand like Porsche would bring. And with Andreas Seidel as their route in, that could very well happen. Audi have confirmed that they won't be partnering up with their fellow Volkswagen brand either. Audi CEO Markus Duesmann said, "We race Porsche in Le Mans with completely separate operations, and in this case as well, we will have completely separate operations. We will have our operations in Germany, and if Porsche enters, they will have their operations in the UK. So for now, it seems that Porsche's entry into Formula 1 is going to be on hold. Could they end up partnering with McLaren? Or maybe they'll link up with Andretti Motorsport as the American team continues its attempts to enter the sport. We know where we think they'll end up, but what do you think? Let us know in the comments below, and until next time, drive safe and bye for now."